So you've interned at Meta 3 summers in a row. You leave with a return offer.
Sweet.
You think things are looking all good, and then what happens?
I was gonna join in like November. So I moved to New York actually, and they put me in like temporary housing. And I'd go to my apartment tour. I found a nice apartment in Brooklyn. I'm like, oh, sweet. And I was about to sign the lease, but I was like kind of hesitant at the time. It's like hadn't started work yet. I think it was like gonna be like my first, second day. I was like, you know what? Let me just like chill. Let's wait. I don't have to sign it right away. There's no rush. I remember like the night before. I think it was like my first day going into the office. I was like, yo, I literally like got on my bed and prayed, like, and I was like, God, like everything's going so great right now. I'm like, yo, you're cooking, like, yo, this is tough. But I was like, if like I feel like things are going like too good, and like if this is not the route that you want me to go, just disrupt stuff. I said, Amen. I disrupt stuff. I went to bed. That's like the last thing I said. Went to bed. Woke up the next day, and like I'm away into the office. First day going to the office. I'm teed. I'm so hyped. Got the best fit on. You know, I'm like trying to impress everybody. Like I'm on the train. I get this email actually that says like, oh, everyone should stay at home for today. We're coming out with an announcement later today. I think like it's best if people don't come into the office today. I was like, all right, that's weird. I'm still on my way. I'm going to get this free food. So I'm like, yo, like I'm in that. So I pull up to the office and then I start hearing like, yo, like they're laying off people. And I'm like, oh, I'm chilling. I just started. There's nobody gonna lay me off. Right. So I heard that people got the result around like 11:30 noon, but it was like noontime. I had not gotten any result. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm locked in. I'm here. Everything is sweet. Turns out I was on the West Coast orientation. So it was 12:30 and I had not gotten the email yet. Yeah, and I was in New York. So I was like, since I work remote, I was working on West Coast. So they hadn't really transferred me over to New York. So I'm there, I'm sitting in the office, I'm like going through all this orientation stuff. And then like 2:33 hits and it's like, I'm sorry, we had to make some tough decisions. You're no longer at the company. And I was like, damn, low-key like it's like your whole world kind of comes crashing down. And like I remember like feeling mad, flustered, emotional. I think I definitely cried. I don't know, like, what do I do? Like, at the time, like, scared to even call my parents. I called my brother first, right? And I was like, and then I called, and he's like, you should call mom and dad. And call my mom and dad. And then, like, my mom was so comforting. She said, oh, don't worry. Like, you can just come home. I go to the mini kitchen, raid the mini kitchen, take all the snacks. But this is the last time I'm here.
You're like, I'm leaving with something.
Yeah, I'm leaving here with something. Yeah, I said, I'm leaving here with something, right? I didn't sign the lease because, like, okay, I was like, look, he dodged the bullet because I would not have been able to pay
That would have not have been
right.
good, yeah.
Moved back home, and like it was probably one of the darkest winters of my life. But like, you know, in the darkness, that's like where like really I feel like built my confidence and faith in who I am right now, but my faith in God a lot more because it was just me, my family, and like God. Everyone had kind of started their career path already, and it seemed kind of selfish to be like, yo, bro, I'm kind of going through a hard time right now when people are like just now locking into the career. I'm like, I have to just kind of figure this out on my own and understand that people